Good, Josh. Your man Star Jones, and I'm back with another episode of Chopping It Up for you guys. You know, where I sit down and get you caught up to speed on what to expect on this channel for the month. So I'm gonna just start off with the March of March. The month of March was a very busy, intense month. We had a lot of movies that came out, so it kept me on my toes. A couple movie trailers dropped. So I just want to say April is not going to be as intense and as busy. Unfortunately, there aren't too many films that I really want to see for the month of April and actually want to sit down and talk about. So that brings me a little sadness because, I love to come on here and talk to you guys about everything movies. But unfortunately, like I said, it's not too many things that's piquing my interest for the month of April. But we do have good news. I do have two episodes of Star Views coming out this month. I will be talking about two films, and I am happy about those. I am looking forward to seeing those movies and actually talking about them. But again, for the month of March, it was so much going on. I stayed busy, and I was able to, talk to you guys a lot more than I anticipated on doing. But it was fun. So I look forward to actually sitting down and editing these videos for you guys for your viewing enjoyment. But without further ado, the month of April, like I said, it's not going to be much going on. But the end of the month is going to be interesting to say the least. So April 23rd, first movie up is the reboot of Mortal Kombat. I know you guys are like Mortal Kombat, the video game. Yes, they have rebooted the movies, and for those who've been living under a rock and didn't know, there were two movies that came out in the 90s. The first one coming out in 1995 that I will say I enjoyed as a kid. The movie itself didn't really age well, but again, I enjoyed the first film. Um, so if you didn't see it, check it out. Don't have high expectations considering, we're in 2021 and the look of the film is kind of dated. Like I said, it didn't age well. The sequel came out in 1997, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I will say this movie was terrible. Um, Trash, basura. You don't even got to see it. One of the reasons why the movie was trash was because they killed my favorite character in the first 10 minutes. I'm sure you guys are asking, so I'm going to answer. My favorite character in Mortal Kombat is Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage, they killed my son off in the first 10 minutes, so off rip, I was not thrilled. Wasn't looking forward to seeing the rest of the film, and my feelings was justified because the movie was trash. So don't even worry about seeing the second one. You could just act like it never happened. But the first one, if you want to get caught up, for those who don't know the video games, if you don't know the video games, maybe you watch the first film, you get a little idea about the story. But again, this 2021 release is a reboot, so those first two films never existed in the universe. They're not canon anymore. So I am excited for this sequel, but I made it a point to tell you about Johnny Cage and how it pissed me off that he died because in the trailers for this new one, there's no visual evidence of Johnny Cage being in this film. There's no talks about him being credited, no nothing. So there hasn't been any set photos. Like I said, nothing. So as excited as I am to see this new film, I'm kind of in a rough spot because it's like, where's my son Johnny Cage? I need my son. I need the bro in the film. Like, and I play the video games to this day. I bought Mortal Kombat 11 the other day, so I'm still very much a fan of the video game series, and Johnny Cage is still around. So in the video game lore, he's canon. So I'm kind of like weirded out about him not actually being in the film. But who knows? There's fans out there who's their theories out there saying that maybe Johnny Cage is gonna be an Easter egg. Maybe Johnny Cage is gonna be somebody that they just throw, surprise us in the film. Who knows? It's yet to be seen. But regardless of what, I'm still excited. All the other characters will be in the film: Scorpion, Sub Zero, Jax Briggs, Sonya Blade, Kano, Shang Tsung. They got this new kid in the film. So hopefully, maybe I don't know. Hopefully, my fingers are crossed. Hopefully, Johnny Cage does make an appearance, even if it's in the last 10 minutes of the film. It'll make me happy. I'm sure the other Johnny Cage fans of the world could relate in my feelings and my sentiments. So, April 23rd, this is coming out on HBO Max and also in theaters. So again, as I stressed to you all the month of March, situate HBO Max. It is worth the bread. It's definitely worth the bread. So make sure you have access to it. Um, if you still a little paranoid with COVID and you're not really necessarily comfortable with going to the movie theaters, then HBO Max is gonna be your best friend. The movie theaters again are open to limited capacity, so if you're like a movie theater person like myself, go enjoy it in the theater experience. I believe it's gonna be an IMAX as well. So do your research, do whatever it is comfortable for you. So that's April 23rd. Following Friday, April 30th, we have Tom Clancy's Without Remorse. I know the women of the world are excited because Michael B. Jordan is starring in this. But me, I'm an action movie guy, and I know Michael B. Jordan does an amazing job as an action star. Very convincing. We've seen him in the likes of Creed and Creed 2, and he did an amazing job. And they was, heart wrenching, heart pounding, my kind of movie. So, based on the trailer alone, I was sold. And for all my movie fans out there, I'm sure you guys can relate. You're sold on the trailer. Once you see the trailer, it's kind of like, all right, you piqued my interest. I'm all the way in. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So same can be said for Tom Clancy's Without Remorse. It was a part in the trailer where um, his character, Michael B. Jordan's character, is about to interrogate his target. Right? I believe he's a Navy SEAL in this movie. And he locks the target inside the vehicle, and then he proceeds to dump flammable liquids around the vehicle. He then torches the vehicle in the surrounding area, and then he jumps into the car with the target, and then proceeds to interrogate him. Now, I ain't never seen no shit like that before. Usually, they douse the vehicle in flames and they walk away. That's usually how it goes in these films. Let me know if I'm wrong. But no, he proceeds to jump in the car with the target and proceeds to get whatever information he needs. So for me, that was like, interesting. So for those who don't know who Tom Clancy is, he's a writer. He writes a lot of novels, and a lot of his books are based on espionage, CIA shit, military plots and storylines, things of that nature. So that's why I mentioned that I believe Michael B. Jordan's character in the movie is a Navy SEAL or former Navy SEAL, and of course he probably went through some traumatic shit with his family, and now he's out seeking revenge. So that just sounds intense to me, and I love intense. So April 30th. This is coming out the following Friday after Mortal Kombat. So the end of the month of April is going to be a busy one for me, and I will have 2 episodes of Star Views for you. I will continue dropping live reactions from movie trailers because I see based on my views they went up kind of crazy on a live reaction. So I'm gonna try to keep those going, but I don't know how to map those out because the film industry doesn't really give you definitive dates on trailer releases. So I gotta just play it by ear, and then whenever I see it, I'll just get it done for you guys. So that's the month of April. That's my time. I appreciate y'all sitting down, listening to me, and taking notes on what it is that you guys got to look forward to this month of April. And let's have fun. I'm gonna see y'all in a minute. All right.